everyone, my name's Tash and I'm from Heart and Design, and today we're going to work through a page of Petals and Pigments, my new adult colouring / journaling book for those of you that like to relax at the end of the day and have something to switch yourselves off. Really good for mental health. So there's a space here which always has a picture, so all the images, there's always an image there, and then inside is where you write your affirmation. There is a space in the back of the book where all your affirmations are, and down here today's thoughts if you've got a reflection on anything that's happened in the day. If not, there are some journal prompts at the back, and down here is a space for you to write what you're grateful for. Now what I would recommend is you have a pen that you really like to write with. Okay, try and make it a special moment, a moment for you to really enjoy and relax. And if you're a stationery lover like me, the pen is important. I get mine from Temu, but obviously just shop around and see what you can find. Colouring pencils, you'll need a set of colouring pencils. It doesn't really matter which. I've got Castle Arts and I've picked out my favourite colours. These are a really good standard of pencil and they're really not too expensive either. They're a really good price, so have a think about getting those. But if you are interested in pencil recommendations, I have tried out many so please do give me a shout if you'd like a video on that. Also give me a shout if you have journaled before. So what we're doing is just colouring in the picture using some of the colours we've chosen. They don't have to be exactly the same as in the picture. It's just a little bit of a guide. Now because there's grayscale, you don't need to do much in the way of shading. Okay, you're just laying down that flat colour. These are designed to be as easy for you as possible, because when you're thinking about relaxation, you may not have much time either, and you may already be super tired, but you'll know it's good for you, so you want to do it, but you just don't want anything that's going to be too taxing on you. So this is where my books come in. Everything is made easy for you. I have done the work so that you don't have to. Now these designs, they're not all my own drawings. I've usually bought them from graphic design platforms, and then I've adapted them to grayscale them down, and then obviously to fit in my book I might have added things to them, taken things away that I didn't like. So I'm going in with a purple now, and all I'm doing are these really soft movements. Soft circular movements. You don't need to do anything more. Don't get your hand shouldn't be hurting. Don't press too hard. We just want to come over it with a nice light layer of colour. Okay. Now the tree is very purple in the picture, and I actually want to keep that. I think I really do love the colour purple. So I'm just going to go over the trunk, and you can already see. Let's zoom in a little bit, how the image is transformed by adding that colour. And you can also see that I'm not having to do too much work because the shading is there already. I'm just laying down a colour. Now do turn your pencil as you're going, otherwise you'll end up running down one side of the pencil, and we don't want that. So keep turning it as you go round. I don't know if I said, but I purposefully don't add music on when I'm doing these videos, because you can have your own music on in the background, but you can still have my voice there as a guide. Okay. Now remember, these aren't, they could be pieces of very detailed artwork if that's what you wanted to do. But the aim here is just to give you something to colour easily. It's not going to take too much taxing on your brain, and you're going to be able to produce a really fine piece of work. I probably won't talk too much anymore because I don't really want to talk for the sake of it. because this is meant to be relaxing. Don't want to hear my voice the whole time. I found this colour. It's like a teal colour. It's a mixture of green and blue, which is gorgeous. I love it. So I'm constantly just looking back at the picture as a guide. It's helping me work out what colours I want to put where. As I've said, you don't actually have to follow the picture at all. You could even go for traditional tree colours if that's what you wanted to do. And that would also be fine. Okay, you can see I'm not having to do much. Just adding that colour in as and where I see fit. I am going to pop a little bit on those trees just to give an idea of green. And then here I am going to come round with the green. And I'm doing circular motions. Keep turning my pencil, because that's how we look after our pencils and we don't get one side of it all worn down and the other side scratchy. And then we'd have to sharpen it, and you end up using more pencil like that as well. Just keep turning your pencil. And do keep them sharp as well. Don't be afraid to use up the pencil, because it's important on these pictures that we have a nice sharp pencil. There, that's nice. That's blended in nicely. Put a bit more here maybe. Again, as I say, I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. Just making it up. And then I'm just gonna use my pencil in very light round motions to create a bit of a background here. If it was watercolour, we'd just splash the water around, but with pencils, we're just going to do light pressure and do these little round strokes, and we'll get the colours to kind of blend into each other a little bit. So there's a bit of that kind of greeny blue. I'm coming into normal blue now. And then we need the purple. Do the purple there. Then we're coming into the pink. Again, I'm just using the edge of the pencil in very light round motions. You can always come in harder, press a bit firmer, and you'll have a more stronger pigmentation, stronger colour. I'm going to get an orange, just a minute. I just didn't get an orange out. So put some orange here. That's nice. Bring that down. And then we need something yellow. It's like an orangey yellow. It's a nice yellow. I'm not doing it as bright as on there. There's absolutely no need. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Coming up here with some of this yellow, really pale now, just as it is in the drawing. You can see there, it's nice and pale. And then there are some bits that come all the way around. If you want to put them in, put them in. If you don't, then don't. Okay. But as you can see, all of the grayscale that's there is basically forming the picture, and we're just adding colour as and where we want it. I want to make that a bit darker up here because it is in the picture. Put a little bit of orange in here. Little tinges of orange, seeing as how it's creeping in a bit further along. And I think this bit here needs to have the pink in. There we go. So that's the bottom part done. Around the top, let's finish the tree off, shall we? So we've done blue there. I think we need the greeny blue for a little bit, because I like that colour. We'll go over the blue that's already there, and then that kind of blends it in. and there's not such a harsh change. We'll come down to the bottom, make sure we're filling in those background leaves and branches as well. Now we'll come into the green, and we'll come over the bluey green a little bit to blend it in. So whilst you're doing this, you are actually also learning colorist techniques. So if you wanted to delve more into adult colouring, a lot of what you do here will help you start off. On my YT, there's all sorts of other art videos as well. If you were interested, just check my link in bio. So it's kind of a stronger pink in here. It's almost like a red actually, but I don't want to do that. We're going to come in with this pinky, bright pink. Yeah, there's a bit more of that over there, isn't there? Let's just do that bit there. That's looking a bit empty. Good. And then here we need to put the orange and the yellow in. So we'll come out of that pink, we'll blend in the orange a little bit, and then we'll come in with the yellow and blend that into the orange. I'm liking that. Now you can spend some time going over it and really punching out those colours and making them more vibrant in places if that's what you wanted to do. We've just done a light layer, but you can most definitely do that. Really make it a lot more vibrant. Then go for it. Go over those colours again, and it's just what we call layering, and it to build up your picture to how you want it to be. It's kind of what we have to do. Still want to keep this relatively light down here, but I want to see the colours a bit more than I'm seeing them right now. I do love this teal pencil colour, it's really nice. Kind of blend it into those top ones there. There's a bit of pink coming off there, isn't there, as well? Let's do that. So don't worry about the outcome too much if it isn't perfect. Like, I'm not worrying right now. I'm just laying the pencil down, just enjoying the process. And that's what I want you to get out of this. It's a process. This tree over here has got a bit of pink behind, so let's put that in. And then if you want it to be a bit darker in places, I'll get the darker pink, and we can come in and just make it a bit darker. There, that's added a nice little bit of colour into the back. I think, you know, I'm quite happy with that how it is now, but of course if you want to develop yours further, then carry on. I say that and then I pick up a pencil and then I keep going. That's very me. I'm trying to make the edges like really patchy as well, like they are in the other picture. You don't want it too smoothed out here, so like have a big lump coming down here and make it really, yeah, So happy with that. So now it would be time for today's affirmation, today's thoughts, and what I'm grateful for today. But obviously they're very personal things, so I won't go through the writing. Just remember the examples are in the back of the book for you. If you could follow me, that would be great. Help my channel grow, or give me some likes or some shares, reposts, whatever you can to help would be much appreciated. And also don't forget to check my link in bio, or you can buy the book, and it's also available in the TikTok shop. Thanks for coming along today. Take care, everyone. Bye.